Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night. Is Kristina making the right decision being Molly's surrogate on General Hospital? Now, I'm going to sit there and say no. It's a bunch of different reasons. The biggest one is the fact that they always sit there and say the first time women that are going to be pregnant for the first time should not be a surrogate. Okay? And that's just for obvious reasons. Women that are because not only is their bodies going to change, it's going to affect their minds. The biggest one now, of course, is being attached to the child. We've seen in a lot of different shows and in real life that whenever people go to get, they go through an adoption agency and everything like that, and about to sit there and they're ready to take the child home, a lot of time the mother tends to change their minds. And why is that? Because they get attached to the child. That's why they have a certain amount of hours before you're able to sit there and change your mind. And we're going to get into all of it. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless. As you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does help. It really keeps me in the algorithm. It really does also help the channel grow. Let's do a quick roll call. Get this show started. Darby's in the chat. Cherry Ice Cream's in the chat. Anthony, the #1 YouTuber, is in the chat. By the way, I just went to the library and might get paid for YouTube. Nice. That's what's up. Spider Quake is in the chat. The amazing, gorgeous Queen Janice in the chat. Okay. And Janetta's in the chat. Darby's in the chat. Alicia, the one and only, is in the chat. Black Mind's in the chat. Queen yourself is in the chat. How you doing tonight? And I do not actually have anything in mind. Oh. As you do know, Fridays is going to be. And what's going on, Spider Quake? Laura B is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Spider Quake, what's going on? You just came in and you just started writing in like all bold letters. Like you're yelling or something. Well, I always gotta sit there and ask about the Queen. I gotta ask about the Queen. How's the Queen doing tonight? Lobby says, so I found some. Oh, wow. That's sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're okay, though. Deborah says, I guess you got your wine tonight. No, I'm getting it tomorrow. I'm getting it tomorrow. I should have actually got Dunkin' Donuts because I felt a little tired. But, I got to come on here and talk with friends. Spikequick says, on GTA's update came out and there's a glitch to get a cop outfit, but I missed out because there's a certain mission you got to go through. I did it yesterday and can't replay it. They better add the cop outfit to the game next week. Okay. I do miss wine though. But yeah, I really should have got some or make the mission replayable. It is something very similar in another game, which I felt was stupid. It's like they only gave, like when you first you had to pre-order the game to sit there and get a certain character, but you couldn't buy the character, and you couldn't buy it in the PlayStation Store. So it made the game incomplete, and I don't understand why they did that. Nicole, how you doing tonight? Elise said Kristina should not do this, but of course she will. Of course she will. Yeah, I agree. I think somebody came in here and said that they thought it was a good idea for some odd reason. Something because time was running out or something, which made no sense. I don't understand why are they doing this. There's a whole adoption, and what's good, Anjanetta, if I ain't say hi to you. Um, there's a whole adoption agency that is ready and willing to sit there and provide a service for them. And it's not like they're broke. It's not like what's good, Black Mod. It's not like they're broke. Okay, TJ's a doctor. Molly is a district attorney. Y'all got money. Y'all got funds. It literally makes no sense why they're doing this. I mean, I know they're doing it for whatever, but there's no good logical reason why they're doing this for now. I can see if something happened with the adoption agency, they were shady people or something like that. But that's not the case, though. Um, this episode was a mix, right? This episode was a mix. It wasn't all that, but it wasn't really that great. Now, like I said in my review, Joshua Bernard, um, Adam felt like was more of a character. I felt like Joshua Bernard scenes was more important than Sunny scenes, and that's a shame. Blackmon says when he opened his eyes at the ooh. Wait, Blackmon, what do you mean we lost? You lost it like you were angry, or you lost it like you were sad? Kyrie is the one and only. What is good? Yeah, Blackmon, when you said that you lost, you mean like in a good way or a bad way? Because we're gonna get into that as well. Lorby says I think that they said they want a natural child or something like that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, to have at least one of them, one of their DNA. Elisa, if you can't have a baby, accept your loss in life adoption. Hmm. Harry says I have a bone to pick with you about Stephanie. All right, lay it on me. Let's go. What you got for me, Kyries? Ronnie Ron, the one and only. Okay, so I'm still waiting for Black Monster response, but I'm gonna be honest. I started tearing up when they were about to sit there and shut up the light support. But when it looked like Eric was going to open his eyes, I'm going to be honest, that actually pissed me off. That actually really pissed me off. When Eric was about to open up his eyes, that pissed me off. I was like, wait, are you serious? Oh, sad. Okay. Like Iris says, how dare you say she's only a 7 when you got the nerve to give Diane a 10 and Stephanie is an 8.5? Um, Stephanie is not an 8.5. I don't know where we're going with this at. Yeah, Diane's a 10. I think somebody needs glasses to be sent there challenging my rating. What's good, Double C? I think somebody needs glasses to be sent there challenging my goddamn rating. My goddamn rating. You sent there talking about Maxie's hot. Bro, come on. Like, really? Janet says I agree. Eric should have go already. Too drawn out. It's drawn out, but it's also now somebody named X says, what do you think when Hama Hamming died? Who? Who's Hammock? Who's who's Hamron? Double C's in the chat. Is exactly, Darby. Dolly, what's good? Hammer the gorilla. What do you mean when the gorilla died? I have no idea who that is. I don't know who that is. Gemini is in the chat. Hamrung the gorilla. I have no idea who you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. exactly. I'm like, Dolly, I seriously I hope that's not the case. I'm like, I was like, we're doing so good too. We're doing so good. But Freddie, what's good, my friend? Yeah, exactly, Darby. I'm like, I swear, I'm really hoping it's not. I mean, I'll double C. I'm really hoping it's not. Ron says, "Oh, how was rinse and repeat? Because I'm not interested in this stupid Eric dying crap." I know if it's not about Sheila, then it's not a soap opera, right? Right, right, Ron. Curry says Stella is not an 8. I readjusted her rating effectively today. She's a 5.5 at best. Oh, that's generous. Curry says if you're bringing up the death of a gorilla from like Sissy Goes, you're a troll. Egg says, I promise another show. I'm just asking Jen a question. Thought it was quite particular, but I promise it's not. I don't know, but I don't know who that is though. Um, Mr. Egg. I have no idea who that is. That's the thing, Egg. Okay, so that's the serious question. I don't know. Um, I don't know who that is. That's the problem. So I can't really I can't give you a good opinion because I don't know who that is. Jackie P is in the chat. What's good, Jackie P? Gemini says Christina is making an emotional mistake because she will get attached to baby growing inside her. Yes, very, very true. Yeah, I can't give you. I never heard of them. Ron says I knew that when Jada was about to show Stephanie a photo. Yeah, I felt it too. I felt it too. Uh, Curry says and Stephanie looks much better than Diane. Miller and Diane Jenkins put together. Stephanie got Kerr's nerve. Stephanie is she's yeah, I mean she's a like I said, she's a here's the thing, Curry's at best she's a 7.5. I wouldn't sit there and put her at a 7. I put her at a 7.5. I put Trina at a 7 and yeah. Egg said I don't watch Days of Our Lives, but should I really start? I mean it depends if you like soap operas. If you're a soap opera person, I would sit there and suggest Days of Our Lives personally. Well, like, okay, Egg, what do you like? What kind of shows do you like watching? I think that's a better question. What kind of shows do you like watching? I like watching a lot of different shows. Gemini says, I saw that Eric is on life support and was like, here we go. My question is, how come Ridge and not Thornton making the final decision? Thornton is his first child. Hmm. Tracy Steves in the chat. What's good, Tracy Steves? Happy Wednesday. Freddie says I was going for a week because if I would have said what I wanted to say about GH lately, I would have been canceled. But as much as GH is slow right now, I'm still love GH no matter what. Well, Freddie, I'm glad that you were able to excuse yourself and not say something that will be out of pocket. I appreciate that. Julia says, I'm glad they finally letting Stephanie slide back into her old annoying personality. She was always a low key villain. Yo, that chick was annoying today. Ron says Stephanie needs to calm the F down talking ish about Cyrus. Egg says what's better, Minecraft or Fortnite? Um, I'll be more of a Fortnite person, to be honest, Egg. I like the action. I don't Minecraft looks a little bit too childish for me, to be honest. So I would sit there and go with Fortnite. At least said GH is dry now. GH is dry as dust nowadays. I can't believe they think train station still have a locker. Hmm. Eagle, I mean, X. Oh, I like Minecraft a little better. Okay. I never played Minecraft. I played a little bit of Fortnite. Pretty sure, yeah, I needed a break and just got it out, so I feel much better. I'm glad. Tracy says, I love it when you rate people. Well, thank you, Tracy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Thank you. Reminds you of Sally Spectre. The old Sally Spectre, I'm imagining. Dolly says, I'm still pissed he never let Oh, you have a scene Stephanie when she was in town. Chloe still owes her a five-finger salute to the face. For what? Um, what did um what did she do? Dave. I can't stay long. There's another live stream coming within minutes. Take care. Yeah, it was good to see you for a minute, for a second. But what was I gonna sit there and say? Cherry ice cream GH was mixed. It wasn't as good as it was yesterday, but it wasn't as bad either. Um the scenes with Sunny was unnecessary, and the scene with Dante and Sam was unnecessary. If you get past those two scenes, then it was okay. It was okay. I can't sit there and say it was bad, but it was okay. Gemini says I guess Donna didn't get her ring because Ridge is holding her meal ticket. Damn. Kerry says our ranking system always is almost always inaccurate. He's blind with Diane Miller and Donna Logan. He thinks Katie Logan looks good. Yeah, you also think that Maxie looks good. So I mean, I'm sorry, but cherry ice cream. No, she's coming on tomorrow. Yeah, no, Monica's coming on tomorrow. Cherry ice cream. Dolly says Stephanie hit Chloe's son Parker real paternity. Poor Philip thought he was the dad, but it was really um. Oh, okay, then yeah, okay, yeah, then yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, Carrie's you're my guy, you're my boy, and everything like that. But once you start listening to saying that Maxie looks good on any level, um, I mean, come on, bro. It's like, yeah, Maxie looked good like about 8 years ago. Talking about Stella looks. I'm not going to get into that. Jackie said Christina is going to be in pain to Molly after the baby is born. She'll be dropping by their home every yes, kind of like what Mariah used to do on The Young and the Restless. She used to sit there and be. Carrie says you brung up Maxie 4 times. You must be no. We both know I brung that up. So let's not talk about rating systems and accuracy. Dory says while Rich thinks he's allowing everyone to see Eric die on his say so. Is Darby, is that really how you feel about it? Are you joking? Are you serious, Darby? Big Nate was good. I mean, Darby, are you joking? Or are you serious? Dolly says back when Shelly was Stephanie, she was a full on heifer. Full on heifer. Harry says, all right, Maxie is stuck at a 6, right? Stick right now. You happy? Okay, we gonna get on that, Darby. You serious as a heart attack? Um, okay, we gonna get on that then. Jimmy says when is Chloe going to get off of I hate Adam Trent because both she and Kevin are two nut jobs. Uh, Freddie says I heard Brooklyn and Chase doesn't want to do love scenes because of their spouses. I'm like, no shade. Is there insecurity between their spouses or something? I'm not being. Oh yeah, yeah. We talked about that a couple of days ago, Freddie. I'm mixed about it. Ultimately, I do think it's stupid, Freddie, because I look at it this way: they want to respect their spouses. Okay, what about kissing? You know, they want to talk about respect this, respect that. I don't want to do any love scenes. First of all, the actress that plays Brooklyn is acting like she's doing OF. That's just like insane. Um, she's like, oh, well, what my kids are gonna sit there and see this one day on a soap opera. Relax. Again, you're kissing another man. Why is that not bothering you? Okay, Darby. Here's the thing. I don't see that as playing God. I see that as a very difficult decision that I don't envy anyone for having to make. No one wants to sit there and make a decision like that. But here's the thing, though: it's not playing God. It's respecting someone's final wishes with the whole Eric thing. Um, because he's not. Here's the thing: I'm pretty sure Ridge wants Eric to be alive, but he has to sit there and do what Eric wants, not what he wants. So that's how I look at that. Now, Darby said, "Do you know what Brooke and Chase could be doing soon because of their spouses?" But yes, Darby, I don't see that as playing God. And I know Donna said that, and Donna was out of pocket for saying that, but Donna's also grieving. Double C says so Dirt says Ridge pulls the plug on Eric before when Eric had a heart attack. Damn. Perry says with Brooklyn is a 5, so no need to see love scenes anyway, so no need to panic now if the 9 known as Archer don't do it, then it's the end of the world. Now, Darby says sometimes it's okay to be selfish in these cases, Albert. It's a mixture. I put it this way, Darby. There's no right or wrong answer, right? There's no right or wrong answer. It's your parent, you love them, you want them to. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pay attention to that, by the way. You want them to live, but you have to sit there and say, do you want them to live for you or do you want them to live for them? You know, having them in this world for you, if they're suffering, what does that do? You know. But again, like I said, there's really no right or wrong. It's just they're both not in the wrong. That's the problem. They say he went on IG and cleared up the rumors, but I wouldn't be shocked if CM left GH, remember he signed a contract to Great American Family that requires him to commit. Nate, when you say CM, who are you talking about? Julia says, I need Reg, other siblings to be involved in the decision. It's weird that none of the bio kids are involved in his decision. Well, I mean, isn't most of his, well, okay, Thornton I can say. Thornton I can say. Now, Freddie says, so Brooklyn and Chase don't want to do a lot of scenes, but they still collecting the checks, though, but okay. Oh, Cameron Madison, okay. Thank you, Nate. Sure, thank you, Darby. Curry says, and Jordan looks better than Sheila. That's just going to be a fact forever. No. No, 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 no. No. Ron said, you people in the chat always about Donna. She's an effing gold digger. Thank God she doesn't have any. Ron, what has she done to make you say that she's a gold digger? Hmm? Ron, I want to know. Psycho says, wait up, what? Lobby says made Eric may raise the power of attorney. It was Eric's choice. Billy says no one really wants Brooklyn and Chase in the love scene. They're kind of a dry couple. But Quick says Albert maybe because was wrong and it wasn't Sam. Maybe it was Brooklyn he meant. Oh, okay. That's right, Freddie. She's back. Why the Billy says if Donna was a gold digger, she'd be living in the dream. She'd be living a dream now. She could have his money. Yeah, like I said, Ron, I want to know why you think that she's a gold digger. Taking too long with this answer. Harry says, Ron says Donna is after money and also after his shares that is being a gold digger. No, Ron, I said, what did she do to make you think that she's a gold digger? Okay, so I need you to give me an example of what she's done to make it seem like she's going after his money. Harry says, Andrew looks better than Sheila, Henry, and Sheila Carter. If you think otherwise, then you need glasses. Same guy who said that Maxie looks good, but okay. Um, I need examples, not you just saying that she's going after something. Is examples. I need examples. Just my personal opinion. Um, WC says Ron and Bridget and Thorne will be on tomorrow. Okay. No, we knew what you meant. Spy Quick says Stella looks worse than Gladys. Yeah. Harry says you're a broken record. You bung him actually 10 times. I know, but it adds to the quality of your rating system. So that's why I bring it up. But it sure looks better than Android. But here's the thing, Kyrie's. The picture that you showed me, that was like a few years ago. I might have said that. Now though, it's a little bit different. And hell, if I compare that picture, whenever that picture was made, to whenever Sheila was around, I don't know. Ellie says Donna worked for those shares. Does anyone realize how many jars of honey she had to cover fashion Santa with? Donna has earned every penny. That woman can unsee things. Brian says, okay, she is after his mansion and it's also all Ron says, okay, she is after his mansion, and also if she's given a chance, she's going to try to take over Forest Creations. Okay, so I see the concept of an example is clearly lost on you. So, okay. All right. Well, Ron, you gave me a very good non-example of what I asked for. Curry says I'm at max is a 6. What's wrong with that rating? Oh, nothing wrong with that rating. Usually before you was talking about how she looks good and everything. Jesse Justice in chat. Fly Quick says, Albert, I found something out about Michael the Itch. What you found out about him? Carrie says, I don't recall saying Max is a supermodel. She's just a 6. That's okay. All right. That's fair, Carrie. That's fair. Freddie says, I totally 100,000% agree with Alexa saying Kristina needs to really think about this because once she carries life inside of 9 months, it will not be the same. Yes. Very true. And Dolly says, hashtag give Donna Logan her money. Spiderquake says Michael and AJ were threatened to call the SEC on Tracy oh, because she did a crime, but Nina calls on Carly, and Carly did nothing wrong. Michael's a hypocrite. Just say y'all need to stop bullying Maxine. I don't think you know what the definition of bullying is if you think I'm bullying her. And Double C, the same can be said about Quinn. She saw things unseen. Like I already said, yeah, Maxie is not all that. She used to be a 7, but now she's just a 6. I still think she's better than Katie. Oh, Katie baby. She's Katie baby. Just did I say you just want to be relevant so bad? Oh, baby girl, I am relevant. Spike Quick says, Albert, don't you remember that story? I'll have to think about it. Ron says, Albert, I bought my bottle of champagne to celebrate Days of Our Lives being the overall winner of the Emmys. Example, best drama and also best writing. Okay. Nicole said, I'm good. I was trying to make a YouTube video, but my computer's acting slow. Oh, you make YouTube videos. Okay. I gotta sit there and go to your channel. If my phone will, Jesus Christ, work. Spike Quick says, Albert, it's when AJ and Michael wanted to get ELQ from Tracy and she asked for Sonny's help, but he said no. You know what? That might have been the time I wasn't watching it. I think that's what that. I think that's what that was. There was a time I did take a break. So that might have been around that time. Watching it. I think that's what that. Oof. Yeah, that's probably why I don't remember that story so quick because I wasn't watching it during that time. Yeah, I forgot you make videos. No, 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 Jess. Who's Joe? Who's Joe? I didn't see a Joe in the chat. Carrie says, I need to know what makes Diane. What about Diane makes her a 10? Hmm. I feel like I would have to get graphic, and I want to sit there and try to keep this PG-13 carries. But oh no 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 no, Jess, I want to make sure there wasn't a Joe in the chat. I gotta sit there and say hi to everyone, Jess. Come on now. But Let's just say my girl got courage in the right places, Kyrie. Let's just sit there and say Diane Miller got courage in the right places. Now she makes her a 10, and that's what makes her better looking than Joss. And there I said it, she looks better than Joss. Because Joss is the woman that treats men like toilet seats. Terry says final side members. Yes. I will actually tell you, I will do that, Carries. I will do that. Oh, come on, Jess. So Jess is being a bad girl tonight. Jess is being a bad girl tonight. W says class, style, intelligence, strength of character, Diane. Yeah, those are all characteristics that Josh possesses very. Yes, Jess, it's all true. Yes, but you need to explain to Jess what's wrong. Yes, yes. Melly Mama Heart Queen. Yes, make sure you hit the like button because it really does actually help. Pink is her color. Yes, make sure you hit the like button because it really does help. We got 33 people in the chat. We got 15 likes. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure you do hit the like button. It really does help. Wow, this is. Ron said Chad needs to get over his damn selfish talking ish about Stephanie. Harry says, Iris, okay, we'll get you the help you need. I hate Josh in the past, but no way. And how she looks. Yeah, okay. I figure you did. Now, I figure you did. Now, Jess, this is why Spider Quick is upset. Okay? So, Jess, this comment's for you. And I 100% disagree with that, Kyrie. It's like 102%. 102%. Hmm. It's been so long since I actually played GTA 5. I didn't actually have a bite of this. Ah, my boy got jokes. My boy Kyrie's got jokes. Oh, also, yeah, my boy got jokes. Just said, damn, you can't start it over, Kyrie. Spidey Quick. But, Ryan says, Albert, when are you getting your bottle of wine to celebrate Days of Our Lives being the overall winner for Best Drama Series? Well, I'm definitely going to get a bottle of wine at some point. I don't know about all that, but I'm definitely going to get a bottle of wine though, at some point. Freddie says Oprah Winfrey is about to be 70 years old in January. I watched a recent interview with her about turning 70. She aging beautifully. I love her. Well, for all that money that she has, she better be aging beautifully. Seriously, Freddie, all that money she has, there's no way she can't age. Um, Now, Kyrie says Diane don't even look as good as Brooke Logan, and Brooke is deceitful and duplicitous. Hmm. I'm glad you caught that, Tracy. I'm glad you caught that. I don't think everyone in the chat actually caught that, but I'm glad you caught that though. Very, very, very perceptive, Tracy. Ron says I wasn't interested in Alex and Teresa because I can't get over. Well, yes, I really didn't care about Alex and Teresa, but I'm glad that Brady's actually being a cool dad though. Mel says I got bad news that Peter is confirmed his exit of Days of Our Lives last. Oh, damn, that's not good. Damn, that's too bad. I actually liked him. Harriet says Bray is a toxic co-parent. Yeah, but he's okay. He's not exactly a good parent, but he's trying today. He's trying today. He's trying today. You know, I mean, like I said, I wasn't going to give him a lot of points out of Kyrie's because I do feel like he does favor Rachel over him. Um, exactly, Freddie. That's why I said I was like, yo, listen, if she does not age beautiful, it's it ain't good. Ain't good. Hmm. But yeah, I was gonna sit there and say. Also, just on a side note, is anyone else actually? Because here's the well, is anyone actually watching the Emmys on Friday? Because I'm not going to be well. Also, I'm not going to be streaming that day because I'm going to be watching the Emmys. But I want to know, is anyone else going to be watching the Emmys? And I also wonder. This is kind of off the cuff, but well, first I need to know is anyone actually watching the Emmys on Friday? Ron says, "Look, Brady, he spoiled Tate. Looks how he gives Tate his credit card, and of course he calls Holly to play with his feelings." You know, you're kind of right on a lot of stuff on that. Jess says, "Nope, wow, why not, Jess?" Now Blackman says, "I probably will." And Kyrie says, "I'll be live streaming on Friday." Okay. Hmm. Now Cherry Ice Cream says, "I can't get Paramount. Why?" Well, I mean, you can't get CBS also because it is going to be on CBS. But why can't you not watch it on CBS? And Janet's going to be watching it. God, that's what's up. I'll be honest. Um, Double C says no. I'll be watching SmackDown. And Laura B says I haven't decided yet. Okay. But I was going to sit there and say, I feel like part of the reason why I'm actually going to be watching the Emmys is because I'm a soap reviewer. So I feel like that's just today's my favorite singer's birthday, Taylor Swift. Just Mel says, Albert. The good news is that now that Demetrius and Supermax, that Greg as Leo will not have a love interest, but is going to have more stories coming. Okay. Dave says, turns out the live stream hasn't started yet. Okay. All right, so you can hang out with us for a little bit. Darby, yeah, I think it's Taylor Swift she's talking about. I liked a couple of her songs. I'm not gonna sit there and say I didn't. I liked a couple of her songs. I'm more of a Katy Perry person, but um, she has some good stuff. Ron says, I'm ain't going to miss the Emmys because why bought my bottle of champagne to celebrate my days taking the overall Emmys. You really, you really think that highly of days, don't you? Darby said Leo's mother will be getting out of prison soon. Oh, Janice says I think GH will win many categories. Jess, I think he's asking you that. Carrie says Abby sees right through man stealing Heather. Like recognized, like yes, and I agree with that too. Which also, I'm not gonna lie, Kyrie. Here's the thing about Heather. She looks like a nine. She looks like a '90s porn star. I'm gonna be honest. That's who, like at least in the face, she looks like Heather looks like a '90s porn star. Probably quick is obvious. Dimitri gonna die? No, he's not gonna. He's just been sent away though. So I think the actor that plays Dimitri, is leaving. I don't know for how long, but I know she's leaving now. Freddie says, "Really, Nina, you're letting Michael scare you? Heifer, please. Barney scares me more when I was a kid. When I see Michael, I just laugh and say, move on." So, Freddie, what do you think about Ned blackmailing Nina? What do you think about Ned blackmailing Nina? I love that she's a sag like me. But yeah, the actor, yeah, I don't, yeah, the actor's leaving for a little bit. I don't know how long though, Spider Quake. Double C says Emmy should take place on Sundays, not Friday. Exactly, because most people are not. A lot of people do generally tend to go out on Fridays. So Ron says if Passions on, I would have been Team Passions. Okay, yeah, Friday. I was gonna sit there and say I know you're not liking the fact that Ned is putting the screws on Nina. Curry says, well, I'm sure she's done plenty of BJ. That's for sure. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, but yeah, no, she does. Now Janice says Heather has really bad fake hair extensions. I didn't notice that. Hmm, never noticed that. Sometimes I just feel like whenever she talks, it's just like today when she was talking to Abby, she was just going on and on and on and on and on. I was like, all right, Heather, you can stop talking now. But yeah, Abby noticed that. Abby was like, so when is Lily coming back? My question says Taylor's not bad, but I don't ever put her songs on. Yeah, like I said, she got a couple of good songs. Mel says Albert we lost Lee Shen, Chloe Lane, Bella Black, Brady Black, Rex Brady, Taylor Hunter, Philip Kiriakis, Jen, Gabby, Dimitri, Vine Luster. So that's 9 people. Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah. We definitely did. Ron says, Albert, what's your take on Brad Bell getting rid of Taylor and the Y character? Hmm. I don't know about Taylor because I don't feel like he got rid of Taylor. Um, it just it depends on how much story they have for them. If they don't really have a lot of story for them, then why put them on? That's how I look at it. They don't have a lot of story for them. Don't bother to put them on. No, Lorby, she's not going. Janice says Heather's very annoying. Yeah, she was kind of extra today. But that's how I look at it, Ron. I'm like, if you're not gonna do anything with them, why have them on? Now Carrie says, I'm kind of sick of Ava Jerome being in crisis mode every 5 seconds. I want the real feedback, and Jordan is a stronger character right now. Sorry. Pains me to say. Wow. Glad I was sitting down for that one. Jess says also GH was okay today. Yeah, it was okay. What's good, Jakara's? Jakara's birthday is tomorrow. Tomorrow is Jakara's birthday. How do you feel about that, Jakara's? How do you feel about getting older? But yeah, Freddie. Now the like I said, now you got, but see, now Freddie, now you got Ned up in his face. You got Ned up in her face. And I'm like, this is not going like, well, just tell the damn truth at this point. Spike Quick says, but you got to stop hating on Teresa. She plays it good. She really doesn't, Spider Quick. She really doesn't. Oh my god, she really doesn't. No, she doesn't. She don't, my guy. She really don't. The girl says, I'm thankful to wake up every day and live life. That is a good attitude. That's a good attitude, my friend. Here's the thing, Jakaris. What's annoying me about Avon is she's making the same mistake that she's made before. Freddie says Michael and Ned needs to have a seat. Yes, but as a Nina fan, you need to acknowledge the fact that, and I acknowledge it too, because whatever. Nina made the choice that she made, and she made it out of emotion, and she made it knowing that she can wind up losing the stuff that's important to her. Like she put herself in this position. If we're going to be honest, Sparkle says, "Did she play another character? Because I heard you said Gwen." Yes, that's right, Sparkle. She played a character named Gwen. Um, and I loved her character as Gwen so much better than this. But it just doesn't work for me. Oh, okay, that's what's up, Mel. Yeah, I did see him before. I did see him before. Um, I'm glad he's back, Mel. Curry says, yes, Albert finally said he's named a fan on his own stream. I'm so proud of you. I don't remember me saying that. When did I actually say that? I don't. What are you talking about, Currys? I didn't say that. Why are you making up these lies and fallacies? Come on, my guy. Jess said, why was Adam one today? To be fair, Jess, I found Adam's portion more interesting than Sunny's. I don't remember you saying that. Guys, what are you talking about? I think you might have heard some in the back. I know you did not just actually put a goddamn timestamp on it. Ron says, I agree with you that this Teresa isn't working for me. I tried to give her a chance, but it's not working. I just, I couldn't. Just true. Anytime Felicia is on the screen, she brings the show down. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Pretty says, I understand, but my girl needs to toughen up and stop letting these clowns blackmail her and say, yeah, but that's why I said I agree with you, Freddie. That I agree with you on. That's just exactly, and that's the thing. Just I just see this is why I put in one of my videos, is Felicia necessary? Because they're having to do scenes like this where it's like, Jesus Christ, Spider Quick. Um, but they why do I have to get so close to the camera? Why did I get so close to the screen and look at his anyway? Um, yeah, Felicia is just becoming more irrelevant as time passes. Diane is. What characters do you like, Spider Quake? Let's try to change that around. What kind of character do you like? Debbie says Nina really have to ask herself, is Willow really worth all this is to put up with? Just says Felicia needs Mac to make her interesting, just like how Sam stopped being interesting after Jason. Hmm. Curry says Albert's so cold. Felicia and Stella and Sunny were so heartwarming, but Albert can only focus on his love for Nina to be satisfied. Yeah, that's a good take on it. Yeah, it was quite quick. You that mad about the game that you that upset about the game that you just in your feelings right now? Great, Spider Quick. I'm pretty sure people are not looking forward to reading it. Mel says Cole Little as Andrew is returning on Wednesday. Hmm. God. Oh, Robin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was surprised by that, Justin. I was actually surprised by that. She was okay. Robin was okay. Why is this okay? Well, she also had. Damn. Freddie says, but I would say this, Albert. Nina letting it happen. She is hurting and torturing herself by letting Michael and Ned bully and blackmail her. I'm not liking it for one bit, second at all. It's annoying. The problem, here's the thing, Freddie. That's the thing, though, Freddie. She put herself in this position, right? She put herself in this position, and now that's what they're trying to make it. It's like they're trying to make the viewers feel bad for Nina, right? They're trying to make the viewers look bad for Nina, and Nina put herself in this position. And Nina knew she messed up when she called Martin the next day talking about, oh, could you retract it or something? I'm like, no. But see, my whole thing is with Nina is like, if Nina would just own it, she's like, yeah, I did it because I ain't like her. Fine. I can rock with that. Mel says, the only thing I hate with a purple passion is that Chloe is just annoying for tomorrow's episode that I've seen. Okay. Well, I will definitely check it out. Well, tomorrow. So like Quick says, even yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Spider Quick. There was one episode where she was when she was getting married to Julia. She actually did. She that woman knew how to wear a dress. I'll sit there and tell you that much. I will sit there and agree with Spike Cook on that. You know, Kyrie, I can actually agree with you on that. I can actually agree with you on that. You know, it was really sad though. Maybe here's the thing. I think they gave her storylines when she first came on The Young and the Restless because she was on General Hospital, and her whole job was to take down Sunny. And they, because they didn't want Sunny to go to jail, they made her character stupid. So now that she's on The Young and the Restless, at least they gave her a little bit more stuff to do. Now she's just there to be Sally's sidekick and constantly talk crap about Adam. Double Sister Dimitri will return. It'll be later next year, I hope. Well, I hope so too. Well, yeah, there's a level of repetitive with B&B Run, I'll say. Harry says I know so okay. Oh, okay. Freddie says I like Nina, but she is no victim like everyone else. She isn't. She's keeping this lame ass secret just to stay close to her daughter Willow and her grandchildren. But the thing is, she caused that, right? And like I said, Freddie, if she would own it, you know, if she sat, here's the thing, if she sat there and owned it and was like, you know what, listen, I still want to have a relationship with you. Because here's the thing, Freddie, I feel like maybe this is Y&R. I feel like this is like Philip, like I feel like Phyllis would sit there and own it. And she would still try to get a relationship with her kids. Nina is covering it up and she's trying to have a relationship with her kids. That's what happens when you're not honest with yourself. You're not honest with the people around you and own the things that you do. So that's my issue. Now Spider Quake says, I'm Paris, I need you to sit there and read this one. Spider Quake says, I'm happy that dumbass itch bum loser Dimitri is leaving with his boomer. You read that, right, Kyrie's? Wanna make sure you read that. No, I know you're serious. I just want to make sure that you know. Now it says I can't believe all those people that Nikki tell cold hearted Audra about that Claire and Jordan tried to hurt her. Now I hurt them. I know Nikki hates Adam with a purple passion. With a purple passion, huh? Spikework says put his hands on the woman. Who the F think he is? Okay. Ron says, "I was so why can't Jada and Stephanie share Everett maybe a threesome?" Because I think they would probably think that that's just weird. And honestly, tell you, Stephanie is annoying. Like she is literally one. Stephanie is just an annoying drunk. Like here's the thing. Sometimes people when they drink, they're just annoying. I mean, granted, I'm not reading that. I'm glad you read that, Kyrie. But and then Stephanie had here's the thing. Stephanie had the nerve to sit there and say, I had to get away from my two jealous ex-boyfriends. Boo, Alex ain't thinking about you. Alex already moved on. Like that chick really thinks too highly of herself to even say some idiotic nonsense like that. Then you just sat there drinking and whining and complaining about men. Oh, I'm swearing off all men. No, you're not. Okay. Honestly, tell you the truth, you're so annoying. I don't even think that women will sit there and go with her. And Jada talking about, oh, I'm going to take my sweet time moving out with him. Okay. You try to pull that crowd with another man and see what happens. You're going to be buying a dog and dying alone with that attitude. If you think that men have this finite amount of patience. Darby says Stephanie has all the worst qualities of her parents, Steve and Kayla. Damn. Yeah, that chick is annoying. Honestly, tell you the truth, that whole scene was annoying. Then you had to sit there and get poor Harrison to sit there and sit with them. Stephanie talked about, aren't you glad that you stayed with us drinking instead of going upstairs reading your book? I'm like, no, he's not happy. He's not happy about that. He probably wish he would have been upstairs reading his book at that point. Ron says either Stephanie can have him for 2 days and Jada can have him for the rest of the week. Um, yeah, sure. I mean, if they clearly have no dignity, if they have no dignity, then yeah. Freddie says, as a Nina fan, I gotta admit, she did this to herself. She felt like she didn't do nothing wrong. She would told the truth months ago and faced the music from everybody. There, I said it. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, Freddie. I just if she owned it, I'll be okay with that because I understand her reasons for not liking Carly. So like, if she would have owned that, I'm like, all right, cool. If she sat there and was like, you know what, I don't like, I don't like Carly, and I get it. Okay, I can respect that. You know, and that's the thing for you. I think people would like. I think people. Tracy, yes, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. I'm glad that you did catch that. I'm glad you caught that. You're a very smart person, Tracy. Very smart person. Yeah, that's the thing, Tracy. He said some good stuff and some bad stuff. He was a very mixed person. Um, Mel says, Alex is starting to annoy me every time that Brady and Teresa get into an argument about the petty stuff, but it's not his business to get involved with Tate going to boarding school. Yeah, I get that, Mel, but at that point, Brady was out of pocket. Though. He was out of pocket, so I understood like he's not just gonna stand there and just be like, you know, exactly. And I agree with that. That would have been me. And that's the thing, Freddie. I 100% agree with that. I feel like that's something they can maybe improve on next year, though, Freddie. You know, she does something, own it, and just be like, "Yeah, I did it," and what? I would find her character so much more enjoyable if she had that attitude. Obviously, says Harris had all of the Jason WTF looks when he was with Stephanie and Jada. It made me laugh. Yes, obviously, I'm sure he regretted sitting down. Ron says at least Jada can get pregnant, but I'm not too convinced about Stephanie getting pregnant also. Well, She actually can. Jade actually can. Ron. Freddie says one can only hope, Albert. Yes. Tracy says, "Oh, I used to watch Kevin Samuels' show. He was funny. He was hilarious. Oh my God, this man was funny." Here's the thing, Tracy. I still watch. I still watch a lot of his stuff today. I've been watching a lot of his stuff for like the last past nearly 2 months. I started getting back into his videos again. He was very funny. Also, Tracy, he actually, yeah, Jess, that is definitely a very true statement. He was he. I was to tell you the truth, Jess actually said it for me. That was the thing, though, Jess. For the stuff that he got wrong, and I mean, he was really wrong on. There was things that he had. There was things that he was right about that was spot on. I think that was probably the most interesting part of, well, one of the most interesting parts. But just I mean, I admired the hell out of his work ethic. He started doing live streams. He had about 14 people when he first started, and then he had 1,000 something people towards the end of his days. And that's something, regardless if I thought he was right or wrong about something, I respected the living hell out of his work ethic. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because, just at the end of the day, we're not always in, just said, but he knew what to say to piss people off. Exactly. And the thing is, just when he said stuff to piss people off, people watched. That's the thing. People watch like there was no tomorrow. He knew his audience. He knew how to sit there and give the audience what they wanted. For better or worse, I'll sit there and say yes. Tracy says it was funny how people knew he was going to roast them and they would still call in. Yeah, and that was the thing, Tracy. They will call in and be angry, like, bro, like you don't know this man's reputation. That was the thing that always blew me. It was like, why are you getting mad for? The minute you come in and you start sitting there telling him how much you weigh, what do you think he's going to say? And they will get so angry. I'm like, are you kidding me? That always blew the living hell out of me. Pretty said, I'm not gonna lie, that Kelly scene. Nah, I got something to say. I think that it was real. I can imagine um them giving them fake food. It was just like the grilled cheese sandwich that Dex gave Joss. Tracy said he got a lot of things wrong, but I honestly feel like there were a lot of times where he was trolling. Yeah, a lot of stuff he would. Here's the thing: a lot of times when he would talk to people, there's times he would be very combative. Even when the women weren't being combative, he was being very combative. And a lot of times he did do that to, um, get more views. Amber says, tell everybody to go on Peacock. Okay. Pretty says it looked real to me. That's what I say. It looked real to me too. That's the thing, though, Tracy. A lot of times he did do that to get more views because he knew it worked. And that's see. Here's the thing, Tracy. Tracy says sometimes he would have up to 1,000 people. Yep, is that's what said Tracy. That's why I gave him so much props because he started off. He started for like 14 people, and that's an impressive number in itself. Kyrie's, I would sit there and say a 7.5. I would say a 7.5 because she still do got a body. So I would give her a 7.5 Kyrie's. Ron says, Robert, but I don't want both Jada and Stephanie pregnant by Everett because it's going to be complicated. Well, I mean, yeah, that's one word for it. Damn. Okay, just I would sit there and say, well, what would you rate her? But and don't take this the wrong way, but you're a woman. Like guys rate women differently than women rate women. Than women would rate women. I mean, Jess. Here's the thing, Jess. You said that Jocelyn was like a 9.5. So I mean, we'll put it that way. Curry says, well, Alexis does look better than Tracy Everett that as far as I'm willing to admit tonight. Like I said, here's the thing, Curry's back in the day, Tracy Everett was kind of yeah, just that's what I said. We rate you know people differently. Rate different genders differently. Freddie says Leo cracks me up. He's definitely Olivia's son when Tracy returned home. Yeah, and like I said, and yes, Freddie. Yeah, Monica's coming back tomorrow, right? She's coming back tomorrow, and a lot of people are happy. I hope that Monica has a good story. Derby says 9.5. Jocelyn doesn't rate that an 8 maybe. Yeah, that's what I said. I said a 7.5. I would sit there and say a 7.5. That's what I would give her. I would give Joss a 7.5. Like, despite how she does kind of annoy me sometimes, she's not bad looking. Reggie says Leo is so entertaining. And Cherry Ice Cream says I'm happy. That Monica's back. Uh, Carrie says, well, back in the day, now we're in 2023, where she about 90 pounds heavier with 10. Well, I mean, yeah. That's what I said. I wouldn't honestly touch you, Carrie. So I wouldn't even sit there and rate her. I wouldn't rate her. Like I said, back in the day, I still have I have the episode, um, when they did like a flashback episode. Yuri says she's a 4. Oh, okay. Well, Kyrie was actually trying to be nice, but okay, I guess we could sit there and bring up that number. That's cool too. No, I didn't notice that. Cherry ice cream. I didn't notice that. Kirby said, did anyone know that in the past that Leo could have been John Black's son? Hmm? I don't get it. I don't get it. And Kyrie says you just shook. She might be watching. That's the thing, Kyrie. If she was actually, I mean, if she's actually watching, I think that'd be cool. The thing is, Kyrie, I think if Kristen Storms was actually watching my live stream, I don't think I'll be shook. I just think I'll be like, well, I mean, I couldn't even apologize for that. That's the thing. I couldn't even really apologize for that. Mel says I gotta get news that Ghostbusters Frozen Empire movie has a character returning. Yeah, I still gotta. Oh, Slimer. Yeah, I didn't watch the last Ghostbusters. I am probably gonna watch it at some point. I don't know. I came from watching two really bad movies. Um, so I hope when I do watch the next good movie, Harry says you'd be practically on your knees, quit fronting. I don't know about that. I just think that I'll be like, to be fair, Carrie, I don't think I said anything mean spirited or rude or anything like that. Freddie says, and Little Miss Violet beginning to be too much, and she's very bossy now, friend. Keep your child in line and remind her who's the boss and who's the parent. I think that that does happen way too often, that people do forget their roles. Have a night, Dave. Yes, I will see you tomorrow night. Harvey says his mom had blank with John Black and had DNA, particularly issue involving Leo and him that was never fully resolved. John Black. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, Darby. I get it now, but I'm not gonna lie, Darby. When you said Leo, I'm thinking the General Hospital Leo, not Leo Starks. See, this is why we got to start using. We got to start using like which show that they're on. You gotta start saying like GH Leo or GH Victor or Y and R Victor. Because everybody sat there, I was like, John Black, what is he talking about? John Black is not a character on General Hospital. Here's exactly. He let that little girl use his credit card whenever she felt like it. Well, Kyrie, so how would you sit there and discipline her? Okay, I'm gonna ignore that comment. But Kyrie, how would you discipline um if Violet was your child and she was, being all bossy? Every says I think Leo being John's son would bring much needed drama and comedy into it. John, I don't know, I like John, but yeah, I think it'd be interesting. But yes, Kyrie's, how would you? Yeah, I'm highlighting this one. How would you discipline Violet? Make sure that she knows who the parent and who the child is. What would you suggest? Very, 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 very curious about that. Oh, okay, so you're more verbal. Okay, all right, I got you. You're more verbal. Some people like to keep it old school. Some people don't. And old school, I mean old school with the belt. Yeah, no, I didn't watch the previews yet, but I did see it. I saw it on YouTube. I never watched the other Kung Fu Panda stuff. So, British Vaughn was asking so many questions. when is the wedding between BLQ and that as what? Yeah, I know it was very inappropriate. It was very inappropriate. I was like, Harriet says, "I make it loud and clear. I'm not one of her. I'm not one of her little friends." Yeah, Cherry. Well, I mean, the problem is Cherry Ice Cream is like, who's to sit there and say that she doesn't? You know, is just probably most of her friends are like off camera. Like, I feel like Asme need friends. Asme needs a life and friends of her own. If they're here's the thing, if they're gonna keep Esme around, they need to sit there and do something with her. Something that's going to be interesting. She needs to do something that's going to be interesting. Because what they got going on with Esme now is not working. It's not working. Oh yeah, I forgot. Nick Newman's the devil, and I got that. Texas Twister. What is good? Yeah, Darby, they need to do something with her. They really do. Freddie, I was like, no, Liz and Finn are boring enough. I don't want to see them get married. If I want to see that, I might as well be next to Lulu in a damn. I think they just don't give them good story. That's the thing. They don't give them good story. They can give them good story, give them good drama, but they don't do that. That Saw 11 movie is coming. Hmm, okay. Yeah, like I said, I only saw the first. I only saw the first Saw. Texas says spicy chicken noodle chicken soup is good soup. Or wonton chicken soup is good soup. I've never had that before. Never had that before. Yeah, but that's exactly that's the thing, Freddie. They need to sit there and make him. Okay. Um, they need to do something with her. When they had her lose her memories, I think that probably was like the worst, probably among the worst things that they could have did. You know, when she came on the show, she was interesting. She made the teens, whatever story, more interesting. And now it's like I really feel like they need to sit there and bring the old Esme back, or let this character go and get somebody else. And also, I wonder who this other person is that they're talking about. That Nate has to sit there and look at their. Okay. See, we're being super positive tonight. I wonder if this is gonna be a new character that Devon was sitting there asking Nate to sit there and look over. He was like, "Oh, I got this new talent, yada yada yada," and I'm wondering if it's a new character. But speaking of Y and R, I remember not that long ago there was so many people that was upset that they fired the breakdown writers. Big stir, big controversial, big controversy. Oh, I can't believe they fired the breakdown writers, and a lot of them were um were women, and one of them was women of color and everything like that. And after they fired them, Y&R has actually been a lot better. I just I see we're on this Nick Nick hating rant. I'm just like, okay, all right, you can whatever. Kerry says, well, you asked me to give the Logans a little break. I did. I used another outlet. I did say that, but and it's actually really funny that you said that though too. Because here's the thing, when I said that, that was before they're gonna miraculously make Eric alive again. You know, not saying I'm really thrilled about the. I can't stand the Logan for like the thousand something time, but I mean now it's kind of like, well, Eric is gonna be alive, so I'm glad you caught that, Tracy. Like Eric's gonna be alive, which by the way really kind of pisses me off to be honest. Freddie says Amora was today beautiful. She's always beautiful. Yeah, she always got that look. Mel says I got good news that the Eye of Wakanda TV animated T animated TV show is coming and is centered with the world of Wakanda and Black Panther. Hmm. Well, I'll definitely watch it. It's actually really funny, Samuel. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about you. Kurt says, "Well, I'm capable of compromise." It's very true. It's really funny, Samuel. When I was watching it today, and I saw him was about to wake up, I remember you sitting there saying, "Eric is not going nowhere. Eric is going to be right back on. He's not going anywhere." And at the time, I sat there, I was like, "Well, Samuel, it really seemed like he was about to die today. It seemed like he was about to die." And in a minute, his eyes started to wake up. I was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, Samuel is actually right. Samuel is actually right. And it didn't even piss me off that you were right. It was just like, I really thought it was a good story if they killed him off. So when you said that they weren't going to do it, I was like, yep, Samuel was right. Just as Ava is on the right track with her thinking, I'm thinking it's Nicholas too. Really? Harry says, so you choose Nick Hate over Logan Hate. I'm forced to give Victoria a break for the time being. So those are my targets. You have to choose one, or or I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm like, or uh Samuel says I have been watching shows long enough to know it's all gonna play. Yeah, I just you don't understand, Samuel. As I'm watching, I'm sitting there about to tear up, and then they're like, no, 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 no. He's starting to wake up. And I'm sitting there like in my head, I'm like, I remember a few weeks ago, Samuel was sitting there telling me, just says, all right, it wasn't that funny. What wasn't that funny? Um, but I was just like, yeah, he was right. Freddie says Ava might be right. I think it's Nicholas too. I wouldn't put it past him to do something like that. I don't see it. Jess is being the bad girl tonight. That's the only thing I'm reading out of that sentence. Jess is being a goddamn bad girl. Yeah, I had nothing. I had nothing, Tracy. Freddie says even if it's not Nicholas, he's capable of doing it. Even if it's not Kid, he's. I don't know. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are capable of doing something. Doesn't mean that they have it within them to do it. Samuel says in B&B is not the soap opera that brings a person back from the dead. If they kill someone, if they kill someone off, the whole time I watched that X storyline, I was like, that blank ain't gonna die. I was so sure. I was so sure. Now, Curry says Nick hasn't even told his children he loves them. He must die. He should be visiting at least summer. I can see that part, but like I said, the only thing that I hesitate to say was that he didn't tell Adam what was going on, and he should have did that. At the very least, he should have told Adam. But like judging by the character, anything is possible. Just saying. I don't know. I was super convinced that he was going to die. And I just, honestly, to tell you the truth, Sammy, the actor is really old, you know, and being an actor can be very stressful. Remembering all those lines is not easy. Okay. Now, Sammy says, why do people hate Nick? Sammy, like I said, some people think that Nick is the devil, and he's the devil. He's the antichrist and pretty much everything else, and he's a bad person, and I don't know. Kyrie, help me out. What other things that Nick has actually done that has just been so evil? Someone says John McCook was on Y&R back in the 70s. Hmm. Was he Eric Forster or was he somebody else? Oh, I get it, Darby. I get it. So people who actually like Nick, they don't have good taste. Well, of course not, because Adam is the good guy and everyone else is the boogeyman. I got you. Oh, he was someone else. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. I guess. Kind of a shame, but what else? Um, and people burn food, and other people burn food and like and Nick Newman. Well, here's the thing, Darby. The people that burn food is usually because they have a distraction, a very beautiful distraction, but a distraction nonetheless. Now Samuel says he has someone. Okay, actually, like both Adam and Nick for different reasons. Well, here's the thing, Samuel. Apparently, you're not allowed to like Nick. Liking Nick is a crime. You are practically the Antichrist if you like Nick Newman. Because he's the boogeyman, he's the devil. Um, you know, blah 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 blah. I called it that Bridget and Finn are gonna find a miracle cure. You did. Oh, you're calling it. Okay, well, thank you. Freddie says, at least we know now, at least we know about Deck's family, even though his childhood was effed up, his own brother beat. Yeah. Um, Freddie, I hope we get to actually see these brothers in action. Like, I hope we get to see at least one brother. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie says, what's Nick's excuse for not telling his kids? Hmm. Well, if I had to sit there and take one, I would sit there and say maybe he told no one. I was going to sit there and say maybe he told them off screen. Because here's the thing, Carrie, sometimes they're lazy enough to do that. Sometimes they're lazy enough to sit there and tell some people off screen. I'll sit there and say that. But it's actually really funny. Tyrese, I was watching DC's review. He was speaking very highly of Nick Newman. Um, well, how do we know that it's little? just, I'm just saying. Sam says Nick's excuse for not telling his children about Jordan is because Josh Griffin don't have breakdown writers. That's why breakdown writers are important. Yeah, but it's funny. I was just there saying that he fired the breakdown writers, but the show is actually, I'm actually loving the show more now. Derby says, I think Eric is not going to die, but will leave the show to go into the sunset. Harry says, nope, he didn't tell Summer. I saw her in tonight's episode. She had no idea. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, no, there's no excuse. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, Jesus Christ, y'all people act like he's the damn Antichrist or something. Like I said, he could sit there and save a bus full of children, and I'm pretty sure people will still have an issue with Nick Newman. It's like, how do y'all, I feel like that's just so exhausting. Like, how are y'all, like, how can y'all dislike a character so much? I mean, hell, I don't, I don't like Nino like that, but, oh, that's messed up, Darby. Um, Someone says Josh Griffin is not a bad writer. He is a big picture writer and missed details in how we get to the big picture. He's annoying and arrogant. He's a Karen too. Is there anything else that he is besides all of that? Besides all of that, is there anything else? Now Mel says Adam and Nick and they both have done horrible things, and I love Nick and Sharon together. And okay, um, like I said, I don't. Samuel says, "Hey guys, I don't know. I just look at it and I'm like, I can sit there and hate a character that much. I feel like that would just be too exhausting. That would just be way too exhausting. That would just be taxing after a while. milk 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 dudes were created by the dental industry to make money. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I think yeah. I should tell you the truth, guys. I think we need to sit there and make a list. I mean, because Nick Newman is apparently the Antichrist, so we should sit there and make a list. Freddie says, but when Nina came back to Sunny house, I was like, that heifer has money. She came in with tons of shopping bags. She even brought Sunny guard ties and bought Dex a computer. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I give her points for that. I give a point to that. That was very nice of her. Yes, as she should, Freddie. Christmas, like I said, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. Samuel says, if you have the history of a character, I can understand why people may hate certain characters. I don't like Phyllis and never will, but she's needed for the show. I feel like it's such an exhausting and taxing thing. He cheated on Sharon while she was grieving their daughter, so selfish and heartless. Oh, okay, you're actually taking my my listing seriously. Oh, okay. Now, Jess said, "Do you have a Christmas tree up?" I doubt it. No, I don't. Well, actually, you're right about that. I don't. Nope. I go with my aunt's house with stuff like that. Yeah. Barry says Nick Newman is what you have when you have all the money in the world and still find reasons to about something else. It's easy to hate Nick Newman. But that's not exhausting now. Like seriously, it's and the hate. Like really, we at that point where we generally hate. I mean, I could dislike a character, but the hate. There might be a little bit. There might be a little bit kind of stretching it at that point. Jimmy says, but soaps are like our lives. We still have to work and interact with people we don't like. Yeah, it's exhausting to watch Nick Newman. I realize it's exhausting to sit there and put that much effort into disliking a character, but okay. Have a night, Laura B. I don't think that's anything to be proud of, but okay. I really don't. Um, Freddie says I would went all out for holidays too, so I ain't mad at it. Of course not. Like I said, Christmas is my favorite time of the year. Samuel says I think Nick can be stupid at times and he's a hembo, but I don't hate him. I mean, I don't hate Nina, and Nina does some. Nina can do some very dingbackish stuff. Phyllis can do some very dingback stuff. You know, Carrie, you put it okay. You put it on a T-shirt. I will screenshot it. I will screenshot it and save it. Just says, so why no Christmas tree? Hmm, I just don't feel a reason for it. Not doing Christmas at my house and having presents on it. It's like not having presents. Not having presents under the Christmas tree would just be depressing. So I'll sit there and say that much, Jess. It would just be depressing having no Christmas trees, no presents under the Christmas tree because people we don't celebrate Christmas in my house. So I feel like it might be other reasons that I want to get into, but I think that's probably the main one. Nobody says I'm proud. I'm proud to be a member of the I Hate Nick New. See, at that point, we're just trolling. At that point, we just trolling. Harry says, "Well, of course you don't hate Nina because you love Nina." No, that's it. Sarah says, "I can't be mad with them because I love Carly, so I understand." Not high fashion. Oh, well, here's the thing, Darby. I wouldn't put it in my room. I would put it in the living room. Put it in the living room. But here's the thing, though, Samuel. Here's the thing. You loathe Carly, but you don't hate Carly, right? Samuel, like there's a difference. We're not trolling. It's true. Nick Newman is the. Oh no. Well, Carrie, I was talking about Darby, but I'll sit there and say this much, Carrie. If you can sit there and put that much energy into like genuinely, Timmy says no. I hate Carly. Oh, okay. Loathe and hate means the same thing. Hmm. Really? Well, that's Barry said this is a guy who would wait months to get a simple set of shades for. Freddie says despite what Nina thinks about Michael's reaction to Nina wanting to buy holiday gifts for Wiley and Mary at this point, Michael, those are her grandchildren. She can buy them gifts if she wants. Now, Michael has something to say about it. Now, if Michael has something to say about it, she won't be. I don't know. I mean, my whole thing is like, I'll put it this way. We can watch the same soap opera and have a bunch of different reactions. I personally think that hating a character is kind of taking things a little bit, it just seems exhausting. Screw Michael. Okay, Freddie. Um, Tone down the characters. Darby says Hyperbolic is my difficult friend. But damn it, we love this guy. Thank you, Darby. Thank you. You know, Freddie, I'm getting. Oh, Jesse, that's so sweet. Jess says the nicest things to me. Jess, you really know how to make me feel special, don't you? Freddie, I get the impression that you're not a Michael fan, are you, Freddie? Yeah, I'm gonna let that one go. I'm a no. I'm just gonna let that one go. Like I said, Jess says the nicest things to me. She just really knows how to make me feel special. Samuel says I think the only soap I ever watched and liked all the characters were probably Guiding Light. I can't even sit there and tell before my time because it wasn't. Hmm. All right, no, I just want to make sure that I got that clear that you was not a Michael fan, Friday. So thank you for clearing that up. Hmm. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Okay. Hmm. Well, Freddie, to be fair, apparently Nina is. If we're gonna be for right now, Nina is. And honestly, to tell you the truth, until she actually puts on a big girl pants and tell the truth. Well, Mel, here's the thing. I respect you. I respect the fact that you like them. I respect the fact that you like them, Mel. Just as Nina is shook. Yeah, until she tells the truth. Till she owns it. The one says, I hope they pulled the plug on Eric. Oh, kidding. Besides, he's already waking up. But damn. To be fair, I was disappointed. Not like I want them to kill him off, but I think it was kind of a bad look a little bit. Samuel says Michael was annoying. I feel like I'm the only person that's not annoyed by Michael at this point. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do feel like he is definitely ODing. And there's this problem right there. Harry says Jocelyn is a pretty girl with a bright future ahead of her. Yep. Pretty much making men her toilet seats. You're right. Jocelyn has a bright future on making men her toilet seats. Because here's the truth of the matter. When she does it, yeah, my ass. When she does it, Darby says, "No, Albert, you want Fashion Santa Claus dead." I I wanted him to go out with dignity, like Ridge, and I thought it would have been a very beautiful and touching story. Duane says, "Does Adam and Trina have chemistry?" You have to ask the chat. Freddie says how Michael Myers and Jason from Freddy. Well, right now, Freddie, Nina's afraid of her. Nina's afraid of him. Nina's also afraid of Ned, too, if we're going to be honest. Nina says, I just want Nina to tell the truth because how at the end of the day, Carly and Drew did break the law. I don't want Nina to let blank head Michael have power over her. Freddie says Nina is shook, a fully developed grown ass 50 something year old woman scared of a little boy. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Carrie said Jocelyn at least isn't a tricycle. Dex brother are not in town, and Aiden is her cousin, so she never run through the Weber boys. Harry says Nina is afraid of her own shadow. She's crazy. Okay, that the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man animated TV show is coming with Peter Parker mentioned by Norman Osborn, so won't follow Tom Holland story and events happens. Well, I'm looking forward towards that now. Depending on where it comes on. Like if it comes on Disney Plus, cool. If it comes on that Sony crap, then um, well, I feel bad for every person that actually wrote it. Then at that point, because no one's gonna watch it. Like I like Spider Man, but not enough to sit there and get another app. Ron says, "I don't want Eric gone if they use the character." I mean, yeah, they can use the character, but I feel like it would just be so. I feel like it would just be a bad decision to bring him back. I can't believe they're doing that. That's so dumb. Curry says Johnson had every reason to be better pleased by Dax. Cameron didn't have that same stamina. Yeah, but treating someone like a toilet seat isn't cool, though. Freddie says every time I see Michael on screen, and I'm like, and what? Okay. Samuel says, honestly, I feel like the writers got it wrong with the storyline when it comes to Nina. Nina wouldn't even care who knows. She would have told Carly herself, I'm going to send. Yeah, see, but that's the thing, Samuel. I would love that. That's something I would love because she would own it. She would give no F's about it. And I'd be here for it because she has reasons to like, to not like. Michael's not scary. Okay, well, then ask Nina. Freddie, ask Nina if Michael's scary or not. But like I said, I'll be here for it though. Carrie says Cameron is boring and useless. Who can blame Jocelyn for upgrading the deck? She tried to get my decks. He said I can't do anything. I promised my mom I wouldn't. Okay. That's Nina is a punk. That's what I said. Ask Nina if Michael's scary or not. Oh, cool. Okay, so Jess, I guess you're cool with her using with her using um Cameron like a toilet seat, right? You're cool with her using Cameron. You know, Jess, would you be cool if Jocelyn used Dex like a toilet seat? She found some guy that looked better than Dex. Would you be okay with that? Sometimes it's amazing what people who like their favorite characters would let them get away with because it's their favorites. They're the first people to sit there and say, well, if my favorite did something wrong, I will call them out for it. But 9 times out of 10, they generally don't. This is what I tend to call tunnel vision. I don't remember him actually acting like a mama's boy, though, Kyrie's. I don't remember that. And again, I think that we're still missing the point. Samuel said, Christina and this baby thing is wearing me out. I'm so over it. Girl, just go to work and leave us alone about this damn baby. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think there was only a few amount of people that actually thought that what Christina's doing um, is okay and it's a good decision. Which, honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm sitting there wondering those people's IQ at this point, but whatever. Her says, I hear you, I got your point. I just wanted to talk on the opposite one, and I think Cameron is worthless. I mean, Carries, but I mean, I get it though. Cam is a boy compared to Dex to some extent, but on in other ways, like Cameron was a good dude. He was working, he was going to school, he was looking out for his brothers. Um, Cameron was a solid dude. Queen Becky D's in the chat was good. Was good, Becky D. How have you been? Cam was a really good guy, and the way that Jocelyn treated him was so messed up. Duan says Max should be Molly Surrogate. See, that would make sense. That would make sense, Duan. But yeah, she took a good guy and she treated him like trash, and he didn't deserve that. Harry says, yeah, but he forgave her like a simp, and he lost all sympathy for me when he did that. And that was the thing. I hate it when he did that. I absolutely hate it when he did that. Just said, yeah, he was a good guy. See, that's the thing. It wasn't so much the cheating that was bad. Yes, that was bad. That was bad in itself. But it was the way that she treated him after. I don't owe you anything. That's harsh. Carrie says Max is a little heavy right now to carry another baby right now. Yeah, but here's the thing, though, Carrie. So it make more sense, though. It would make more sense. Make more sense for her to carry a child, seeing how she's already been a mother, as opposed to Kristina, who's never been pregnant. Also, like I said, Christina's already doing too much as it is. She runs Charlie's. She's going to be sitting there running this youth center. Those are two big things that she got going on in her life. She really don't have time to be sitting there being a surrogate mother. Freddie says I'm going to have to get off on a Nina fan train because you won't blackmail me or talk to me crazy. You would have been popped in the mouth. And that's the thing, Freddie. That's what I was saying. He was being so OD to the point where even Willow had to sit there and check him. Even Willow was like, "Yo, you went a little bit too far." Like he started doing that right in front of Wari. I was like, "Damn, bro." And my whole thing is like, I get that Michael's upset that she tried to send his mother to jail, and I'm like, "Bro, you acting like your mom didn't commit the crime in the first place. Nina wouldn't have had anything on Carly if Carly didn't do the act that she did." He says, "Well, Maxie already got baggy clothes. She looks like she can pop it at any moment. Maybe she." Kyrie's, I hope Kristen Storms actually come to your live stream one day. I really hope that Kristen Storm actually comes to your live stream one day. It's so crazy that you never know who's actually going to be in your live stream. Like, here's the thing: YouTube is a very popular app. It's a very popular app, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people watch YouTube on their downtime. I can't think, I can't imagine not one soap star out of all the four soaps are not at some point watching these soap channels. Spike Quick says, who knows, maybe one day Queen Mel would be a member. Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. Anything is possible. Honestly, tell you the truth, with all the gifted membership things, I'm surprised she wasn't already a member. Freddie says, you never know, she might be watching right now. Won't let us know about it. Or maybe, I don't know. Curry says, it's okay, I just tell her I'm not on my medication. Okay. Curry, I think she would actually give you a pass, too. Kirby says, does anyone think that Molly and TJ rushing to have a baby this young in their lives? Not really, Kirby. I think they're the right age for it. Mel says, Albert, it was a rumor that Kurt Russell was going to play Jor-El, the father of Superman, but James Gunn said no, that he does not see him as the first-time father of a newborn. Hmm. Dr. D said, I can never give people ish for looking heavy, especially after being on long-term oral steroids. That mess makes everybody looks heavy. Harry says he didn't catch the last part the light shade. She would know my vacation. She would know about that. No, I didn't. I didn't catch that. Oh, that's cool, Nicole. See, the thing is, Becky D, I don't give. When I sit there and talk about Maxie and her weight and stuff like that, I'm not. I'm not trying to do it to be mean or malice or anything. Okay, I'm not. I may joke about a lot of things. Certain things I'll just sit there and just be real with. And yes, I understand that she's on medication and stuff like that. But I guess I just feel like for her health and for her loved ones, like we got to start doing something, Becky D. We got to start doing something because to do nothing isn't good. That's the thing. Like I said, it's not to be mean. It's just like we got to do something about that weight because you know if it's not for her, then it should be for her family and stuff. Samuel says, I don't understand why GH is circling back to Kristina being the surrogate when they could have done that in the first place. Why have Molly and TJ go through all this? Exactly what Becky D said. No, I missed that part though. Well, like I said, Gary, I think that she would give you a pass down. Harry said to Kristen Stones, I'm sorry for my words. Harry says an average man don't only weigh 145, you're way off in that estimate yesterday. Okay. Well, I mean, my point is she still does way more than the man, so even if it's not 145, she weighs more than a man. Like, exactly, Becky. That's my whole thing. It's like it's not even like throwing shade or anything like that. It's for those reasons. And that's another thing, Becky D. She survived brain surgery and went right back into work doing her thing and everything like that. I don't want the thing to take her out. Is something that is within her control to some extent. That's my thing. That's my thing, Becky D. I'm not even like joking about that. I'm being like dead ass serious. I mean, do I? Yeah, I think she could probably wake up, but should she wake up? Mm, maybe if they thin the herd a little bit. They, I mean, right now they just they got too many people. Yeah, that's what I said, Becky. Just in all seriousness. Harry says yes. Maxie John Chrysostom is lovely in spirit. Yeah. Samuel says I think many people don't understand how weight can be more of an emotional struggle rather than physical. Well, then, yeah, at that point, that she needs therapy. Then, I mean, she does need the gym. That's still a thing, but she does also need therapy. That Jack Reacher season two comes back on. Yeah, I gotta. I didn't watch the first season. I don't know. When I get Prime, there's things I gotta sit there and watch. I gotta watch The Boys. I gotta watch Invincible. I still didn't watch that. So I don't know. If I have time to watch Reacher, I will. Freddie says I don't know if Blaze will be to Ken. Oh, Kyle or Christina being pregnant. Yeah, exactly. I don't. Carrie says, how do you know she don't go to the gym? Seriously? I mean, Gary, I don't see it. But yeah, I mean, I know they tape it at a certain advance, but I don't see it. Sammy says, but who are we to say that she isn't doing something about it? I just, hmm, I don't see it. That's the thing, Sammy. I just don't see it. But you know, Freddie, that's my whole thing, though. Like, I don't think that she would, Freddie. I think that's a little bit too much. You know, they barely know each other. Tracy says, I don't think Christina's making the right decision on being Molly's surrogate. I don't think so either. And Carrie says it could be just the steroids that's, yeah, you know, Carrie, that's exactly what Becky D said. I don't know. It just, here's the thing, there has to be something that they can do. But she might still be in good shape. She might be able to run to Boston. Okay, see, this is, up until that point, I started taking that thing kind of seriously. Darby says Brent is never leaving Kristen Storm. He loves himself a big girl. Well, damn, Darby. Sarah says she could be working on her brain surgery, health condition, the fact that she had brain surgery. I mean, yeah, that's the same. Sammy, those are all possible things. Those are all possible things. Ron says when you have brain surgery and take medication, it really slows you down. It feels like food gives you strength. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I can't attest to that, so I don't know how true that is. But I don't think there's anything wrong with just Smith is saying that we want Chris and Storm to be more healthy. You know, whether it's therapy or the gym or something like that. And granted, there's other factors, so there is that. And so that's why I hate how we talk about weight in America. You could be skinny, you could be a skinny crackhead, and you're fine. But if you're fat, you're unhealthy. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but I can kind of see where you're going. And some people are kind of uneducated about it to some extent, so I get that. Um, yeah, I think that would be over Sonny's dead body. Freddie says Brendan and Carly have more chemistry. I just hate he's a bad guy, but hey, Carly loves the bad guys. She had Jason and Sonny. True. Now Becky D said, please take a second and tap the like. Yes, hit the like button because it really does help. We got 35 people in the chat. We got 35 people in the chat. And this is so irritating. Okay. And we got 27 likes. So if you're signed in, make sure you do hit the like because it really does actually help. It actually, yes, very true, Becky D. It does actually help share the channel and gives me an algorithm. Yes, thank you, Becky D. Yeah, we have 27 likes. Sharon says, I've struggled with weight my whole life, and then when I go to the doctor, they are shocked that I'm unhealthy. Uh, Tracy says, I guess they're saying you can't define someone's size as being healthy. That's true. I can see that. I mean, let's be honest. It's not like Maxie is super. It's not like Kristen Storms is like super big or whatever. You know. Mel says I see trouble in paradise forever. Is future on lying about his engagement ring. Yeah, I can. I can. Mel. I think I'm more concerned with the fact that Jada and Everett did not cross paths yet. They both live in Salem and they have not crossed paths yet. That makes no sense. But I am sorry that you had to sit there and deal with that your whole life though. That does suck. I can't imagine that. I said they said, oh, Sarah says I said they are shocked that I'm not unhealthy. Oh, okay. I'm not unhealthy. Sorry, Sam. Sometimes I sit there and read stuff that's not there. Sarah says I wouldn't know what to do with a skinny Kristen Storms. Well, if we had a time machine, we can go back into 04, 05, and I guess we have to figure it out. Or when she was Belle on Days of Our Lives. Curry says I have no desire to ever see Brooklyn Quartermain in a love scene, so I'm happy. So I'm happy producers approve her request. I heard it was a request. I mean, I heard. Freddie says Violet. Yeah, I still have my issues with that, Harry's. With those two. Freddie says Violet being bossy is not cute. That's what's wrong with parents today. You let your children do or say what they want instead of the other way around. Letting the children know I'm the parent. You do what I say. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. Anyway, I'm gonna end the live stream here. I've been tired all day for some odd reason, but um, I do want to thank everyone for joining. Now, this was actually a lot of fun. Really, 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 really do appreciate every single one of y'all. So thank you everyone for joining. This was a lot of fun. I would definitely look forward to seeing everyone back here tomorrow. I'll definitely look. I'll definitely look forward to seeing everyone back here tomorrow. Tracy says, "I would cut it out. We can back at." Yeah, I forgot when she actually came back on the show though. Yes, have a good night, Freddie. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Tracy. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Queen Becky D. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Queen Janet. Have a good night, Queen. Have a good night, Spiderquake. Have a good night, Kyrese. Have a good night, Darby. Jimmy says, also think that our way of life in America is not conducive to having a healthy lifestyle. Food costs too much, cost of living is expensive, and then being healthy is also expensive too. He's actually 100% correct about that. Have a good night, Freddie. Have a good night, Samuel. Have a good night, Spiderquake. Have a good night, Darby. Becky D says, thank you, Albert. Good night, everyone. Enjoy your evening. It was good to see you again, Queen Becky D. Thank you for joining. Carrie says, I'm sure Aunt Jordan will have more chemistry with Chase. Yeah, I don't see that. But to be fair, I don't. Chemistry is like, well, Mel says, yeah, Mel says, I work out every day, power 6 laps and 200 abs twice a day. So I tell myself I want to give up, but I don't. Wow. Okay. Tracy says a lot of people are letting TV raise their children, and then they are shocked when their children disrespect them or act out. Yep, they're called the iPad generation, Tracy. Have a good night, Tracy Steves. Have a good night, um, Queen Mel. Curry says, good night, Queen Jess. Good night, Mel. Good night, Darby. Good night, my Aunt Jordan. Good night, Becky D. Good night, Duan. Have a good night, Duan. Good night, Freddie. Have a good night, Freddie. Have a good night, Spider Quick, and everyone else. And Darby said, America is the land of happy fat people. Go to China if you want to be skinny and small. Duan said that's 100% correct. Eating healthy is expensive. That's what I said. Sam was on point. Sam was on point. Have a good night, cherry ice cream. Have a good night, egg. That was weird. Yes. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. I will see y'all tomorrow in the next live stream. Laters.